What's up? It's your favorite attorney, honey. Attorney Ali Booker. Yes, she got that gavel and she is banging. Okay. You already know what time it is. Bring it to the court of my public opinion. You write me, send me the email, okay? I bring it to the court of my public opinion and I give you my honest professional account of what's going on and probably more than likely what would work in your particular situation. Now, you can't look at it as legal advice because I don't represent you. However, I'm going to be straight up, straightforward, just like I am with my clients. The more you tell me, the better it is because I can give you a better outlook on what's going on. Without further ado, let's get it crack-a-lacking and let's see what she wrote. They wrote me and they said, how can I get my ex-husband to give me a letter of approval to travel to India with my daughter for 2 weeks to attend a wedding? Me and my ex-husband have joint custody of our 9-year-old daughter, and I have exclusive rights on her passport, but for international travel, I need to get a letter of approval from him. I'm planning to take her to India for 2 weeks during school time, the end of January, to meet my 85-year-old grandmother and to go for a wedding. I'm thinking of unenrolling and re-enrolling her as per her school's principal's recommendation. He lives about an hour from my daughter's school, so even if she stays back with him, she's going to miss school. She's traveled to India twice before. 2019 was the last time. I'm married now and I'm a citizen of the United States with a stable job from the last 11 years in the same company, and my husband's a real estate developer. I sent a letter to my ex requesting the approval to travel and visa to travel, and he responded saying denied without any reason. In 2018, he did the same thing but stated he didn't feel safe for me taking my daughter to India and I might stay back in India. Back then, I was on a green card and I wasn't married. I don't understand what his problem is now. I went through internal mediation through his then wife and finally got it sorted out. Now he's divorced again. Bitches, you shout. So I don't have much options to mediate. What are my options to proceed forward? Girls, you need to go to court and change that damn order. Girl, this happens to so many people, y'all. When you have them orders and you got to go get, oh, Lord, you got to go get the approval of the other parent. I can't stand dealing with them sorry-ass parents. And, girl, I know he's probably with another bitch because he sounds like a narcissist. I'm not, I don't have my therapist license yet. That's one thing that I do want to go get. I am pretty straightforward to be a therapist, but I think that a lot of people need that shit. They cry on people's, because I need tough love. So I can understand someone, issuing it out. Okay? For people like myself who do need it. So, anyways, I don't have my therapist license yet. But I'm going to tell you this, ma'am. He sounds like he has cluster B personality disorder, which I cannot vouch for that. Or some sort of issue. He already ran through another wife and pissed her off, and she was mediating, trying to help you out. So we know he's unreasonable, boo. Take that ass to court. Because if he's an unreasonable individual like that, you're going to have to get a judge to just rule in your favor. Now, if he constantly does this and stops you from taking the children to India and you don't have, a reason to take them and run, then, baby, then at the end of the day, he needs to let you go. There's no risk of international abduction unless it says so in your decree. And if there's no risk of international, abduction, I don't know what his problem is. Now, if you only used to being in India and being here, and he's from India too, I don't know where he thinks you're going to hide with the child. Ain't too many places you can hide out there in India, when both of y'all are from the same place. However, if you were to go to another country, yes, I could understand that. But you're going back home to India, so I don't understand what his problem is. I think he's just being rude, ma'am. I think he was not ready to be done with this relationship, and he's just going to mess with you anyway he can. Because he didn't give you a reason to deny it, so whatever. Now, I can understand him, he may be a little scared after Corona, but at the end of the day, if you was pooping in holes, sir, and peeing on the side of the road before you became an American citizen or before you got your visa over here, got your K1 or whatever you got to get across the ocean and get in the United States, don't try to act like you too good for her to go back to India now. This is the same place that you from, sir, and you don't act like you don't know what's up in India. Okay, they will be safe in India, and you already know how it is when people get married and elders want to hail and summons their children. Then they want to summons them, and she needs to go. And stop playing games. You know it's very disrespectful. Ma'am, I want you to go ahead and get that order changed. I want you to modify that order. I want you to tell the judge the issues that you've had. Okay? But another thing that you can do is you can go and get the judge to give you an order allowing you to leave, right? So, you can file an action for a modification, and then you can ask for an emergency hearing and put that particular issue before the judge. Hopefully, that's something that they'll hear on an emergency, docket. You're not leaving yourself much time, but you do have till the end of the month. you need to file an emergency modification, and you need to get an emergency temporary order and have the judge say that you can go and be done with it. Hurry up and get him served, ma'am, and hurry up and move along. I hate to say it. You're going to be missing, and then we're going to have problems, okay? So I need you to hurry up and go ahead. Go on ahead and go. Go. And then I don't think it's good that you want to unenroll the child and re-enroll her back in school. For a child to be unenrolled to go to India or to go anywhere, it doesn't look good for you to unenroll that child. You're giving him a little extra leeway against you. And I don't care whether the child is here or not. What you should do is let the child stay with him. When he does not get her to school, you use that as grounds to change that order. So if he does not agree and you are unable to get an emergency hearing, leave her behind. You don't want no problems. Leave her with him. Watch how he doesn't get her to school. Use the fact that he does not get her to school, girl, and get that order changed. And don't tell no judge that your ass thought about unenrolling her and re-enrolling her ass. That secret's safe with me, and we won't be discussing that. But that's exactly what you're going to need to do. Next case! I feel so sorry when, and I have a child that's by a gentleman that's African. We don't have any court orders, but if we did, it'd be looking like that. Because when you have one person that's not a citizen or one person that's not from a certain place, it gets tricky when you want to try to take kids overseas and whatnot. I wouldn't give a damn. You can take my son, run off with him, sir. He's your child. You'll be bringing him back. Next.
Think it's time I made that call. I'm locked up and facing charges. Who gon' fight these cases for me? I called Booker Law Firm. They got the job done. They were right there for me.
For more information, contact the Booker Law Firm at 713-292-2225.